Narinig mo na yung you will find the truth and the truth will set you free. Pero ano ba yung truth and set free from what exactly? Sa video na to, we're going to discover the four levels of truth at makikita mo na hindi lahat ng tinatawag nating truth ay totoong nakapagpapalaya. So level 1, meron tayong tinatawag na sensory truth. Ito yung sinasabi ng five senses mo. What your eyes see, what your ears hear, what your body feels. Ang problema, kung sensory truth, ang truth that will set you free, hindi ka pa ba niloko ng five senses mo? I mean, kung titignan mo ng mabuti, we love to fool our senses. Meron nga tayong tinatawag na magic, di ba? Magic is the art of fooling your senses. And the best part is, you enjoy the illusion. Kung ang sensory truth lang ang basihan mo ng katotohanan, madali kang maloko. Kaya hindi ito ang truth na magsiset free sa'yo. Level 2 is rational truth. Ito naman yung galing sa logic, reasoning, and coherence. For example, sa math, no? 2 plus 2 equals 4. It makes sense, meaning it's the truth. Sa philosophy, merong syllogism, or ang syllogism is yung proper way, a step-by-step process kung paano mag-reason ng tama according to Aristotle. For example, lahat ng student mag-exam. Student ka, therefore mag-exam ka. Lahat ng empleyado may salary. Robert is an employee, therefore may salary si Robert. Ganyan daw malaman kung valid ang reasoning mo, no? Pero para sa akin hindi talaga magme-make sense 'to, eh. Dahil yung problema dito is kapag mali yung una mo, kapag mali yung major premise tulad ng lahat ng mayaman masaya. Mayaman si Sarah, therefore masaya si Sarah. Not necessarily true dahil hindi naman lahat ng mayaman masaya. So, mali yung major premise. Mali yung una niya. For another example, lahat ng relationship na uuwi sa heartbreak. Nasa relasyon ka, kaya makaka-experience ka ng heartbreak. Again, not necessarily true. Dahil hindi naman lahat ng relasyon na uuwi sa heartbreak. Kaya, just because something is logical, doesn't mean it's true. And ito rin yung reason kung bakit rational truth is a step above sensory truth. Ang kaso, hindi pa rin dito mahanap yung truth that will set you free. Level 3 naman, meron tayong tinatawag na pragmatic truth. Ito yung kind of truth that's based on what works in real life. If something helps or gets result, people call it true. For example, gumagana ang keto diet sa akin, kaya it's true. This morning routine makes me lose weight, kaya it's true. You see, it's very practical, it's very useful, and it feels real because it works in the moment. Ang kaso lang, it's not universal. Dahil what works for you might not work for someone else. And if it works now, it doesn't guarantee it will work tomorrow. That's why pragmatic truth is helpful, but it's temporary. Nag-iiba siya with people, time, ano pa, situation. So, yes, no, pragmatic truth is higher than a sensory and rational truth kasi at least, 'di ba, meron siyang real world results. But still, it's fragile. No, it shifts depending on who you are, where you are, and when you are. And if the truth keeps changing, how can it set you free forever? It can't. 'Di ba? Kaya naman, we need to go deeper. Because if you're gonna think about it, if what you see can fool you, if what and if what you reason can fail you, and if what works today can collapse tomorrow, ang tanong, saan ka lulugar? Anong panghahawakan mo? Each level so far has given you something, pero wala sa kanila yung kayang magbigay ng freedom sa'yo forever. So, the burning question is this: is there a truth that never shifts, never bends, and never fades? Ang sagot, yes. Beyond the senses, beyond reasoning, beyond what merely works, there is a truth that never changes. And that's the truth that will set you free. Level 4 is the truth of being. Ito na yung revelation kung sino ka ba talaga. So, let me share a story with you. Now, so there was a monk who asked his master, "Who am I?" And then naman, paano sumagot yung mga master, di ba? Tanong rin. So, the master replied, "If you say your name, that is what your parents gave you. If you say your job, that is what society gave you. If you say your story, that is what time gave you. But when you put all of that down, who are you then?" Ang tawag sa mga question na to is koans. Galing ito sa Zen tradition. Mga tanong na walang simpleng sagot. Hindi sila designed para sagutin ng logic, kundi para guluhin ang isip mo hanggang bumigay ang mga labels at concepts na kinakapitan mo. Para sinusubukan ng Koan na alisin mo lahat ng sagot na galing sa pangalan mo, sa trabaho mo, sa kwento ng buhay mo, hanggang mapansin mo na may matitira pa. At yun ang I am, yung awareness of being mo. At dahil hindi ganun kadali ma-digest yung truth that will set you free, let me ask you 3 koans. Una, anong tunog ng isang kamay na pumapalakpak? Pangalawa, ano yung tunay na itsura mo bago ka ipanganak? Pangatlo, anong tawag sa space between the inhalation and the exhalation? Walang simpleng sagot, 'di ba? So, 'yun yung point. That's exactly the point. Hindi siya para sagutin ng utak alone, kundi ang purpose niya is to strip away lahat ng labels and identities na akala mo ikaw. At ang matitira, 'yun ang hindi nagbabago. 'Yun ang awareness of being. 'Yun ang yung I am. Sa Book of Exodus, nung tinanong ni Moses kung sino daw sasabihin niya nagpadala sa kanya sa Egypt para iligtas ang mga Israelites, ang sinabi ng Diyos, I am that I am. Tell them that I am has sent me to you. Ibig sabihin, God's name is I am. And that same I am is alive in you right now. So the truth that will set you free is pure of paradoxes. It will require a little knowledge para maintindihan mo and much more of intuition. So the truth that will set you free is this. Ang panaginip at ang nananaginip ay iisa. Ang umuobserba at inoobserbahan ay iisa. Lahat ay ikaw, push out. At para mas maintindihan natin, let me share you a story. Isa sa client ko is nahihirapan sa relationship nila ng mother niya. She's in her 20s and she loved to dress to express herself. Ang kaso, her mother is still holding the belief na dapat hindi revealing ang suot ng anak niya. Ang gusto ng mother is sumunod yung anak niya sa kanya sa kung ano dapat yung isuot. Yung client ko naman, ang gusto niya maging supportive ang nanay niya sa kung ano man yung isusuot niya. Nung nag-usap kami ng client ko, wala akong ibang narinig sa kanya kundi yung nakakainis yung nanay ko. Siya yung dahilan bakit wala akong self-confidence. Bata pa lang ako, ganyan na siya. And after niya mag-rant, ang sabi ko, every blame and emotions you're feeling are totally valid at this moment. Pero hindi na magiging valid yan in the next few months and years. Look, I've seen people hold so much resentment for years and even decades pa nga. Will you be willing to shift your state of being? And then sabi niya, yes, I want my mother to understand me. And then sabi ko, great, then understand this truth that will set you free. Lahat ay ikaw, push out. She can't understand it at first. She resisted. And she's so convinced that her state of being, her state of consciousness is because of her mother. And nakinig ako sa kanya dahil everything na sinabi niya makes totally sense. But I asked this question that completely changes her life. Ang sabi ko, now, take all the blame away from your mother and describe to me what happened. And she was silent. So nag-follow up ako. Will you blame a person in your dream? For example, sa panaginip mo, merong tao na accidentally kang natapunan ng hot choco sa white dress mo. At yung worse ay nakita mo yung tao na yon na naglalakad while her eyes glued to her phone. The question is, will you blame that person for spilling a hot chocolate sa white dress mo? And then sabi niya, no. And then I asked, why? And then sabi niya, because it's just a dream. Exactly, sabi ko. And this life you call reality is nothing but a dream. Everything is you push out. So yung state na nararamdaman mo ngayon, yan ba yung state na I am unheard? Do you always feel that people do not understand you? Do you always feel that your opinions do not matter? Do you always feel that you are not worthy of respect? And she said yes habang umiiyak siya because of the questions I asked. And she started to point out her past, her stories, her beliefs. And then I say, okay, now take all the blame away and explain to me, why do you feel that people won't understand you? Why do you feel that your opinions do not matter? And why do you feel that you are not worthy of respect? And then sabi niya, because I'm assuming it. Exactly, sabi ko. This is how law of assumption works. You get what you assume. After that conversation, I help her revise her past. Ibig sabihin, yung feeling of disrespect na nakuha niya sa mother niya nung nakita yung damit niya, she will have to revise it. From, bakit ganyan suot mo? Sagwa-sagwa, tingnan. Gusto mo ba tinitignan ka na maraming tao? Hindi ka na nahiya. To, ang ganda-ganda naman ng anak ko. Bagay na bagay mo yung damit para kang artista. And the way I did that is by guiding the person in a state of total relaxation first. Yung state mo bago ka tuluyan makatulog, or according to Neville, state akin to sleep or SATS, no? So with her eyes closed, she have to visualize, create a mental picture, an imaginal scene kung saan ang nangyari is naintindihan siya ng mother niya. At first, nahihirapan siya. Hindi daw possible yon, hindi daw possible mangyari yon kasi kilala niya yung nanay niya. And I reassured her na hindi mo responsibilidad isipin kung paano mangyayari yung isang bagay. Your power lies in your ability to visualize what you actually want. So, she visualized it. And I saw her crying. After the revision practice, ito yung sabi niya. Nung una, awkward, parang niloloko ko yung sarili ko. Pero dun ko rin na-realize na bakit parang mas komportable ako sa feeling of not being understood kaysa sa feeling of being understood. At nung na-realize ko yun, sabi ko sa sarili ko na ako lang pala kumukulong sa sarili ko. Hindi ko alam na itong mga invisible na assumption ko pala ang dahilan kung paano ko ma-experience ang mundo. Ngayong nagigets ko na yung everything is you push out, naiintindihan ko na yung nananaginip at panaginip ay iisa. And after 2 days, nag-message ang mother niya, apologizing to her, and never pa nag-apologize yung mother niya sa buong existence niya. Pinakita niya sa akin yung screenshot as a proof na first time mag-sorry ng mother niya. Ito yung point ko, no? The truth that will set you free is this. Ang panaginip at ang nananaginip ay iisa. Ang umuobserba at inoobserbahan ay iisa. Lahat ay ikaw push out. Kung hindi mo pa maintindihan 'to ngayon, darating yung araw na magki-click siya sa'yo kung paano nag-click siya sa'kin at sa mga students ko. And when that happens, you just discovered the truth that will set you free.